Hello, I'm Will Bushy, the founder of Gaming Bootcamp. And I'm here in my home office. As you can see, this is not where I normally would shoot videos if you're familiar with any of the past projects that I've done. But anyway, we're making best do of what we can during these very uncertain times and during our somewhat quarantine. So maybe we head over to the beach real quick and see how things are over there. So all seriousness, we're here to talk about something very interesting. As soon as we heard that Kristi Noem was going to be closing schools down a few weeks ago, we knew we had to do something. So a handful of us got together and we started brainstorming, thinking about how we could take our gaming clubs and turn those into online virtual clubs and offer that to pretty much any Sioux Falls school student that's currently out of school and probably doesn't have nearly enough e-learning projects to do. And we're also pretty sure the parents are going to be looking for something to keep the kids occupied while still learning some valuable, important skills. So starting next week, March 23rd, we're going to be offering about 6 hours of online virtual training each week, in addition to about 2 to 3 hours of kind of coaching or in small groups of 3 to 4 students to help them move past any problems that they might have. As part of this virtual coding club, what we're really doing is teaching kids how to build video games. Now, if you want to head over to sdgamingbootcamp.com, right on the main webpage, I've got a whole bunch of examples of video games that we teach as part of our different clubs and camps. Now, those video games, we're not going to cover all of them as part of the club, but those are the types of video games that we're going to build. And as part of that, we're going to teach the kids how to build video games, but then we're going to encourage them to go and build their own video games and go ahead and add their own customization on the video games, expand them, kind of really tap into their own creativity. And that's really where a lot of the fun comes in. And that's where we can also come in and help them solve problems that maybe they just don't know how to solve. So if you want to take a look at some of those games, you're more than welcome to check them out in advance. But keep in mind, what we really want to do is we want to teach kids how to build video games so that they can continue to explore and create their own interesting creations. The curriculum that we're going to use has been developed over the last 4 or 5 years for our various coding clubs that we run, as well as our summer gaming boot camp. The material is going to be in a couple of different formats. We'll have written material that the kids can follow along, but there's also a lot of videos that I've shot over the years that will walk them through each game step by step. Each week, we're also going to be offering about 3 sessions for each kid to attend that'll be more kind of one-on-one with the instructors via video conference. Now, we'll also have our instructors available via email if they have questions or get stuck, and we would highly encourage the parents to also be involved as part of this project, because we think with the parent, you're going to be able to help them get past some of the simple problems, and that'll let them continue to go and build and explore. Now, while we're going to be providing a lot of curriculum to build specific games, we're really looking at how do we teach kids to build their own games, and that's really been the big thing that all of our clubs have been about. How do we give them the base information that they need to then start to build and create what they really want to build? And that's all part of what we're going to do as part of our virtual coding club. Let's talk about pricing for a minute. We spent a lot of time going back and forth as to how to best price a virtual club like this. Now, we've never wanted to do virtual clubs. We're very interested in doing the in-person clubs within the schools around the area. What we came up with was $65 for the first 2 weeks. Now, the reason we did that is that in 2 weeks, we should have a pretty good idea as to where everything is at, whether the kids are going to go back to school anytime soon, or if this is something that's going to drag on for a few months. Now, we do have plenty of curriculum, so if this is something that we need to stretch out until this summer, we have more than enough curriculum to be able to do that. Now, Gaming Bootcamp is run through an organization called Code Bootcamp School, which is a 501c3 nonprofit. We've agreed to donate all of our curriculum, all of our presentations, all of our games, all of our video, everything to this project, and we won't be taking any money out of it. The $65 is going to go exclusively to pay the instructors to start to convert, which has already happened, our curriculum into a virtual online curriculum, but also to be able to have them spend more kind of 1-on-2 or 1-on-5 kids through the video conferencing system over the next couple of weeks, and also be able to help the kids via email. And right now, those teachers, they're normally in our classrooms teaching our in-person gaming boot camps. And so they're at home right now, not making any money and largely just like everybody else, just waiting to see what's going to happen. This is a way to help them get past these tough times as well. So all of the money that we're going to be bringing in as part of this project is going to go to pay off or to pay those instructors in order to be able to keep this project going, and also to help keep the kids a little bit more educated while having a good time. The program that we're going to use, and the same program that we've been using over the last 4+ years, is called Construct. Now, it's a free program. There is a commercial version, but for what we're going to do, we only need to use the free version. And there's actually 2 different versions. One is called Construct 2, and the other is Construct 3. Now, Construct 2 is a program that downloads and installs on your computer. And that's usually what we use just because it's a little bit easier and because we normally have control of the computers that we're teaching this on. Now, Construct 3 runs entirely within your web browser, and that's why it'll work on a Windows machine or a Mac machine or even a Chromebook. So you can use either one of those. When we're going to have training for how to install and set up both Construct 2 as well as Construct 3. And more information will be available on that. Once you sign up, we'll get those videos sent out. So the only real requirement is that you've got access to a computer that you can either install a program on, or you have an internet connection to be able to go and use Construct 3. So that's what we're up to. We're really interested in trying to help out as many kids in the Sioux Falls area as we can with these virtual clubs. By the time you see this video, we'll already have everything set up and ready to start taking signups, and you can head over to sdgamingbootcamp.com and go ahead and get registered today. Again, we're charging $65 for the first 2 weeks. If this continues to go on beyond that, we'll go ahead and extend that price out. And we'll continue to build curriculum as we go, and we'll continue to expand this out as long as there's a need for it within Sioux Falls. And if you have any questions, or if you've got any concerns, or if $65 is just not in your budget, I strongly encourage you to reach out to me. There's a form on our website where you can do so. We're also asking any businesses or people that want to sponsor a student to go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and get as many kids on board as we can. So with that, just shoot me a message if you have any questions, and really appreciate everybody kind of hanging tight, staying at home, doing what they can, and we'll all get through this. So I'm very confident of that. We're just doing our part to try to help out any way that we can. So with that, I'll sign off. Thanks.